Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
We have to live in this world with all temptation and struggles, and yet we have to keep discipline and purity like the lotus, born from the mud, but so pure, so clean, and so fragrant. And that's how we have to become saints in the hell.
Watch on to find out more.
Kitania Yobi. This translates to "How are you?" in the great Andamanese language. I'm Vaseem. Welcome to our show, Wondrous Nature's Gift, Holy Lotus. The exhilarating people from picturesque Andaman and Nicobar Islands, thank you for having such a loving heart to care for our planet. May the heavens' power bless you. Dignified and elegant, beautiful and pure, ethereal and refined, the lotus is one of God's noble creations. It is no surprise that it's so deeply loved by many nations across the world. It has the honor of being recognized as the national flower of not one or two, but 3 countries, those being India, Egypt, and Olak, also known as Vietnam. The lotus is considered the most sacred flower in Buddhism and Hinduism, as it symbolizes purity of the soul and divine beauty. It is featured in a lot of architectures, literature, and artworks which tie into Buddhist and Hindu mythology. In Egypt, the lotus symbolizes the sun, which represents purity, creation, and reincarnation. Many hieroglyphic exhibits depict the lotus as emerging from the primordial water, bearing the sun god. The lotus, an aquatic plant in the Nymphaceae family, is a perennial flowering plant and comes in more than 800 varieties, many of which are edible or have medicinal benefits. The lotus thrives throughout tropical and temperate zones, preferring the calm and shallow waters of lakes or ponds. In early spring, the warming temperature of Mother Earth magically triggers the rhizomes that have been lying dormant deep in the mud to sprout. They rely on reserved nutrients. The first tender-leaved buds diligently pierce through to the water surface and unfurl rapidly into small round leaves on the water surface, eagerly receiving blessings from the sun and oxygen. The later emerged leaves resemble little inverted green umbrellas, well-shaped and standing gracefully on the water. The distance between the leaves and the water surface is the most obvious difference between the lotus and the water lily. Both have extremely similar flowers, and people often get confused between the 2 types. However, they're not close relatives. The leaves and the flowers of the water lily float on the water. For example, the green jade plate, like leaves of the royal water lily, have diameters up to 2 to 3 meters. The numerous air-filled cavities in the leaf greatly increase its buoyancy, enabling it to hold a 70-kilogram adult easily. One cannot but marvel at the wonder of nature. When the flowering season approaches, the lotus flower buds patiently grow under the water and secretly prepare to amaze all. The lotus bud does not immediately bloom when surfacing above the water. As its pedicel grows further, the flower gradually unfurls to display its glory and radiance. The delicate flower opens at sunrise and closes at sunset with single, double, or multiple peach-shaped colorful petals. Summer is the best time to appreciate lotus flowers. On a bright sunny day, people stroll along the long embankment of a lotus pond, feasting their eyes on green lotus leaves embellished with exquisite lotus floret, ready to burst into flowers or are in full bloom. The flowers come in many colors, such as snow white, light yellow, pinkish white, and hot pink. When a gentle breeze sways the lotus leaves and flowers, they send wafts of fragrance as a sincere welcome to admirers. A single lotus flower can bloom for as long as 3 to 4 days. Collectively, a cluster of lotus plants in a pond can keep thriving for up to 3 months. After the petals have fallen, the lotus seed pod gradually expands. Depending on the variety and climate, the seeds can be harvested within 30 to 40 days. The unharvested lotus seeds gradually turn dark brown, covered by a tough, airtight, waterproof sense shell that can protect the seeds for thousands of years. Scientists have even succeeded in cultivating vibrant lotus flowers by using over 2,000 years old seeds. With the departure of autumn and the arrival of winter, the lotus leaves begin to wither. The fronts of the underwater stems swell into a fat rhizome. The rhizome has a unique cross-section arranging oval holes in a distinctive pattern. These holes act as air chambers, which provide oxygen so that the rhizome can survive in the mud. Meanwhile, they give buoyancy to the lotus root and prevent it from sinking too deep into the mud. Lotus rhizomes, tender leaves, stems, flowers, and seeds are all very nutritious and excellent food sources. The large, non-toxic leaves are natural food wrappers. Some varieties of leaves are fragrant, which provide additional flavor to the food. According to Compendium of Materia Medica, a Chinese herbology volume, lotus flowers, seeds, seed coats, seed pods, stamen, plumule, leaves, stems, and rhizomes, etc., are all valuable herbal medicines. Every part is a treasure for human beings. Indeed, countless plants and trees, from the simple and unadorned grass to the elegant and transcendental lotus, to the trees that are thousands of years old, have always been safeguarding humanity and providing blessings silently in their own ways. Humble viewers, we will take a moment to thank the plant kingdom for its companionship. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. We will be back soon. Blissful viewers, welcome back to our show, Wondrous Nature's Gift, Holy Lotus. Let's continue to learn more about the fascinating lotus flower. In the mornings or after a rain, water droplets are often seen glistening like mercury beads on lotus leaves because the surface of the leaf is fully covered with a nanometer waxy fluff, forming a super hydrophobic layer. This causes dewdrops or raindrops falling on the surface of the leaves to bead up together naturally. When the winds sway, the water droplets roll off and take away dust. A rich layer of wax also covers the petals. Thus, lotus leaves and their flowers keep exceptionally unsullied, no matter what kind of filth and mire they grow in. The self-purification quality that the lotus possesses has been admired since ancient times. In China, there is a famous old saying that the lotus flower grows out of mud, yet is never tainted, floats on ripples, yet is never seductive. In Olac or Vietnam, there is a folk song that sings, golden stamens and white flower foiled against the jade leaf, rooted in filth but breathing perfume. Aligned with endeavors of spiritual practice, keeping oneself pure and free from contamination in this mundane world. As the symbol of holiness, the lotus has been deeply embedded in Indian and Oriental religious cultures for thousands of years. In Hinduism and Buddhism, gods and idols are often depicted in the statues as sitting on the lotus flowers. Sitting in a cross-legged position is often called the lotus pose. In addition, the lotus is also widely mentioned in the scriptures. For example, the Holy Bhagavad Gita states, "One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto the Supreme God, is not affected by sinful action, as the lotus leaf is untouched by water." There is even a scripture called the Lotus Sutra, which is revered as the king of all sutras. According to legend, when Shakyamuni Buddha was born, he walked 7 steps by himself, and a golden lotus flower sprang forth from under his feet with each step taken. Tradition also has it that the Tibetan Buddhist guru Padmasambhava was born in the rainbow light on a lotus flower in the lake Tanakosha in the kingdom of Odiyana of India. Religious scriptures and legends record many inner experiences of ancient practitioners. So does lotus flower exist in heaven? Supreme Master Qinghai mentioned this during a retreat.
有一些传说说那些莲花是从上面的世界被偷下来的，说本来我们世界没有这种花，也不是很过奖啊，因为它那么特别嘛，所以我们才看到佛菩萨的画像都是从莲花上面下来的，因为莲花代表很干净啊，很清净那种境界。
Through her many works of art, Supreme Master Qinghai kindly reminds people to be as pure as the lotus flower, to elevate faster spiritually. This loving reminder is evident in her longevity lamps, heavenly lotus, and the Western Paradise creation. Each piece of celestial jewelry in lotus shape designed by Supreme Master Qinghai shines with dazzling brilliance, including the ring Pure Lotus earrings, and jewelry collections Lotus, the 1,000-petaled lotus, millennium lotus, etc. Supreme Master Qinghai's heaven-inspired spiritual artistic creations convey the message of the coming of the Golden Age that complements efforts of practitioners in their spiritual upliftment to enter the new era of the universes together. Using the example of the lotus, Supreme Master Qinghai also encourages our Kuan-Yin practitioners to practice more diligently in this mundane world.
We have to live in this world with all temptation and struggles, and yet we have to keep discipline and purity like the lotus, born from the mud, but so pure, so clean, and so fragrant. And that's how we have to become saints in the hell.
Thank you, virtuous viewers, for your company today as we discovered the divine treasure of the lotus plant. During the following installments of Part 2 and Part 3, we will share how the Korean and Chinese people use different parts of the lotus in plant-based recipes. May your virtues and spirituality bloom and grow daily, and spread afar like the fragrance of the lotus flower.
For free international vegan recipes and for language availability, please visit suprememastertv.com/VEG and suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Pour des recettes véganes internationales gratuites et voir les langues disponibles, veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/VEG et suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Para recetas veganas internacionales gratuitas y para disponibilidad de idiomas, visiten suprememastertv.com/VEG y suprememastertv.com/schedule.
ఉచిత అంతర్జాతీయ వేగన్ వంటకాల కోసం మరియు భాష లభ్యత కోసం దయచేసి చూడండి suprememastertv.com/VEG మరియు suprememastertv.com/schedule.